Oh no. I mean, it is broken with my something's broken with my RC file, but it's completely fine. Like it's not gonna stop me from starting the game. Hmm, looking pretty good. Looking like a very real crawl character. Lacking a barding, but still a pretty real crawl character. Just have to wait for these guys to get over here. I don't have poison resistance, so I think the green very ugly thing is more dangerous. Mm, the damage is pretty crazy. Mm. I have sharp toenails. That's a good thing to have because this character can actually get some value out of that. I keep forgetting that this character is kind of ridiculous, and yeah, it's actually kind of ridiculous. That's the only way to put it. Mm, I'm not used to to having characters like this at the very start of the stream. Usually, it's more like the characters are not in a good spot by the time I start the stream, and the first 10 minutes are where I'm most likely to die. And I guess you could say that that still holds true for this character. The first 10 minutes are gonna be where I'm most likely going to be making some mistake or like a lapse of judgment will directly cause me to lose or die. Um, but still, look at this. Like, it's actually kind of grotesque how insane this is. Um, I wonder if I should enchant it, but probably not. Sniper. I'm not gonna use a sniper since it is very, very heavy. It's one of the heaviest weapons that exists in the game. Not only that, but it also is a launcher, and these guys have -3 for launchers. So they really, really are not to use launchers. What they can use, however, is lightning rods. I wonder what I should drop for my lightning rod. Perhaps a Vorpal triple sword. I can also drop this Morning Star of Pain. I'm not gonna be using that. Um, Boy, like the damage is out of this world. Now that I equip the Great Mace, it deals so much damage. Um, It deals so much damage. Look at that. That was a single turn's worth of damage right here. I just did everything that there is to do to this. Like, I actually killed it from full HP with a roll, melee hit, anti-magic, engulf, claw, tail slap, bludgeon. Like, no wonder I'm killing things so well. I just, like, have a lot of extra damage that comes seemingly out of nowhere. Um, Pretty brutal to deal that to monsters that are completely incapable of dodging. So yeah, I would say that this character has been quite enjoyable because of this kind of thing. It's just like really, really strong characters. Oh, you know what would be nice with this character? Perhaps Blink. Perhaps Blink. Do I have Blink? I do. Okay, perhaps I should get that. Yes, this is the new Nota Centaur. That is exactly how it is. It is Armataur because Palentonga was never good because it never had anything going for it. I always said that Palentonga like needed something, like a reason for you to want to go Palentonga apart from the role. The role is nice and everything, but it didn't really like compensate for how otherwise awful Palentonga was. Um, and I say that because like they had bad aptitudes, they had bad HP, they had less armor class than everything else. Like they had nothing. Um, and Armataur is much better in many of those regards. Like it has good armor aptitude at the very least, decent fighting, not terrible melee weapon skills, but kind of bad. Still manageable. As you can see, I got 20 maces on this -1, so it was not the end of the world. +1 shields is also okay. I wish that shields scale with strength or dexterity, whichever is higher, so that these guys could actually take advantage of that shield's aptitude. Because as it is right now, like I may have 15 shields, but like shields are so not as good for melee as they are for magic that I just decided to abandon the usage of a shield with this character. This might be a little bit of a complicated situation. Yeah, because I'm rather low on HP. Okay, it was fine. I probably didn't have a lot to fear when it came to the Shadow Dragons. It was just that I had two of them at the same time. Funnily enough, these caustic strikes are, yeah, they're not I'm not afraid of them. Jiva resistance to corrosion helps when it comes to surviving those. Mm, Yeah, the whole shield for wizards thing. I assume that you also saw it on Reddit, but it makes perfect sense. Like it summarizes a lot of thoughts that I've had regarding shields ever since the magic number for shields were removed from the game. That I didn't really have a proper term for, but now I can just say shields are for wizards. They're not for melee characters. Um, and it is perfectly precise. By the way, I think this is not a good position to be in. Yes, this looks like danger. Oh wow, best teleport. Scroll of Teleportitis, a classic. Anyway, as I said earlier, this part of like the stream is where I'm most likely to make serious mistakes and die, so it is always important to keep in mind, no matter how ridiculously powerful the character may otherwise be. Um, oh yeah, like train translocations and stuff. Let's say 6 and 4. I'm not gonna need a lot of spellcasting. You're not a fan of the magic numbers, except that they were also better than what replaced them. Yeah. I don't mind magic numbers personally, especially since the game just straight up told you about the magic numbers. Like train this amount to remove all penalties, and like the removal of magic numbers for shields doesn't make a lot of sense to me because magic numbers still exist in the game. Like my weapon attack delay is literally magic numbers. So I don't know why like that rationale for removing that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't hold up in my opinion. Um, Perhaps like make it so that it is a more interesting decision to like pick a shield, but I think that it just went too far the other way around. Like instead of it being like, oh, you should always use a shield, now it's more like, oh, you should never use a shield because shields are not gonna be as good as just like having a two-handed weapon and actually dealing a lot of damage. With the way that shields nerf your damage potential. And they do nerf your damage potential a lot. It's something that I mentioned from the very beginning of the change, but it kinda like was ignored by everyone that could ignore it, I suppose. Mm, this guy has a Laya Tango speed. That's a pretty beast weapon. I wonder if I should. I mean, I don't need that much skill to get it to min delay. Um, and it's not like I am using shield, not anymore, so I would be okay using this Laya Tango speed. It is also a very prime value weapon, like very, very high value. Why am I carrying this? That's garbage. Um, so I could just do this. Um, it's base damage of 16 versus base damage of 17, but this just gets way more damage. I think that it is worth carrying the two of them, but I am going to probably be switching to the Laya Tango speed. Just get a little bit of staves so that I can use it properly. And I think that will make my character significantly better, switching to this Laya tank compared to the Great Mace that I was using before. I can still use the Great Mace against things like leeches and stuff, but more often than not, it's not what I want to do. Or like, more often than not, I would just prefer to melee with the Laya tank. Okay, okay. I'm not curating this Juggernaut. Perhaps I should have, but it was fine. I don't know. Over over the course of my encounters with juggernauts, I've grown to learn that they are probably best disrespected, which is crazy, right? Like they should not be as non-threatening as they currently are, but they just like don't seem to destroy you as much as they would otherwise indicate they would. Like I just tapped down that guy with 29 armor class and 8 evasion, so like there was no dodging from my side, and I also didn't have a shield, and I still was able to deal with that juggernaut like it was nothing. Mm. So far it's going well. I think this Leia Tango speed was a big find. That was a lot of damage. But I guess I am surrounded by monsters that do tend to deal a lot of damage. Spark Wasps deal a lot of damage even through their resistance, and same goes for White Ugly Things. It's a good thing to have these excellent defenses. I also have some pretty insane damage, so that's why this has been going so well. I got Blink for the purpose of blinking away and rolling at things with the rampaging. To hopefully get like a combo. Look at that! You closely miss, your kick misses, your headbutt misses, your tail slap, your bite misses. I just like I am currently in the money or like what is it called? Monstrous Demon Spawn mode, pretty much.
My wife still doesn't believe in me.
Woo TNSLPPB
Oh, I forgot to
Windows
switch
7 Master Race.
My thingy, yeah. Hopefully that alert did produce some noise. I wasn't able to hear it, but I hope that it did work. Anyway, thank you for the continued support, Poncho. I appreciate it. How did that thing ended up working? Like, were you able to get it done? Hopefully. Juggernaut. You still haven't installed the drivers. Okay, if you want me to, I can go do it. It only seems fair to me that I go do it. Only you're looking at this from Windows 7 right now. Yeah, you know, no, it isn't. It's a pretty good OS, I think. It's certainly better than Windows 10. Like, Windows 10 does have some quality of life stuff that I appreciate, but it just like is so much sacrifice in terms of like your control over your device for the quality of life changes that it introduces. I have never been a fan of that trend. When Windows 7 released, I was in middle school, so I don't know if there was anything lost between the transition between Windows XP and Windows 7. We are obviously ignoring Windows Vista. But I did notice it very clearly when it came from Windows 7 to Windows 8 to Windows 10. Like Windows 8 just like looked bad. I'm glad that it never caught on because like I didn't like how it looked. It was just like trying to reinvent with the wheel when like why fix something that isn't broken kind of thing. But yeah, from Windows 7 to Windows 10, it's just like a headache. There's some things that were really, really easy to do on Windows 7 that like are a massive pain to even attempt to do in Windows 10, which I'm definitely not a fan of. You are older, yeah, I suppose. A large amount of my viewer base are older than I am, so I am used to having people in the chat who are older, to significantly older, but I am not so sure on that. There's a couple of people that I suspect that are like actually 50 plus years old, perhaps even 55 plus years old, but I just like haven't asked because I don't feel like I really need to know. I just suspect it. Some clever Germans worked out a bit to toggle to make Windows 7 think you paid for extended security support. Oh boy! And did that make you get like real person support from Microsoft? Because if so, that's pretty funny. Your keyboard is from 1988. It's one of those like I don't know what it's called. Like I would know if I had grown up with it, of course. But it's like one of those mechanical keyboards that like the golden standard for mechanical keyboards, right? Like I know about it, I just don't know how it's called. You just get the patches. Oh, you just get the patches. That's pretty nice. So Windows 7 is still getting patched, is what you're trying to tell me? I should probably switch to Windows 7 then, because I'm not a fan of Windows 10. I don't think I would lose anything from switching from Windows 10 to Windows 7 if it's getting security updates. at the end of the day, security updates are the main reason why I am forced to use Windows 10 instead of using the one that I would prefer to use, which is Windows 7. Whew, acid again. I've used the condenser bane a couple of times this game, but every time I've gotten acid. It's super nice. I wonder if it's something related to the fact that I am a worshipper of Jiba. Probably not. Anyway, I would have liked Condenser Bane here for the Caustic Strikes. Perhaps the wiser thing to do. You know what's pretty funny? Caustic Strikes are not resistant to corrosion, so you can just do these, and I don't think they kill me. I have resistance to corrosion myself. Yeah, they're about, like, one of them did just die already. There goes the second one, and then let's get rid of these. Um, yeah, the larger tango speed is like pretty busted. I'm seeing some 0.5s. I think you also get 0.4s, but I'm not entirely sure about that. Anyway, 0.5 attack speed on such a damaging weapon with a lot of strength, like 40 strength, is really what's carrying me here. You know what? It's definitely worth it to enchant it. I put all of my scrolls of enchant weapon on it already, and by that I mean that I put the one that I was carrying from the very beginning of the game. Oh, by the way, did I lose willpower? I did. Okay, so I'm going to get petrified here, and it's fine. I come out of it with 22 extra HP, so who cares? Hmm. If God had meant us to type quietly, she would have not have invented the IVM Model M. Yeah, that keyboard. I would like to use one of those for a couple of months, just like to say that I did it and to like have the experience. I have a mechanical keyboard myself, but it's like I do have to tell you that when I switched from my previous membrane keyboards to this mechanical keyboard is like a drastic change. I did notice the difference. It was quite significant. And I assume that I will have a similar experience whenever I use a Model M compared to this mechanical keyboard. So I am excited to one of these days try it. Anyway, we got gold scales, which is great. Sure, I don't mind. Um, So I'm gonna be using gold scales, and gold scales kinda don't really nuke my blink, but they kinda nerf it. Anyway, I lose a little bit of regen, but like this scale mill was glorious. D9, I rolled with it for quite a while. I knew that I was eventually gonna replace it with gold scales. So we're just gonna do that. And I have 6 enchant weapons, or enchant armors. I could hold on to them just in case I find Park Hit in SOT. That's a bit like so ridiculous. Like hold on to your consumables in case you get something better. But like on the other hand, I also know that if I use them, if I dare use all of my scrolls of enchant weapon, I'm just gonna stumble into Park Hit with a +9 gold scales, and then I'm gonna be sad about having used them. Do I already have these? I do. Okay. Look at that. That's not terrible. If I didn't have gold scales, I would have used that. Anyway, with gold scales, I can drop the ring of poison resistance that I was carrying. I'm still gonna carry the double willpower. That one is important. Perhaps it's time to do this. Yeah, 31-9 with these beautiful, beautiful defenses and resistances. I think this is better than just using the Ring of the Tortoise. Once again, Slime 5, and of course I was Jiba since D4, so I was just immediately able to go into Slime 5 whenever I found the Slime Stairs. So that Ring of the Tortoise helped me for quite a while, but it's time for it to retire. I never win with such kind of items equipped, unless it's like a truly blessed character, which this character kind of is. It's just like very strong, but it is not. It kind of is not on the same level as what I would call truly blessed. Like a lot of the resistances that I have come from these incredible rings, so I have to use the incredible rings in order to have the resistances, and by extension, I cannot use the ring of the tortoise. And I do think that the resistances mitigate more damage than having 8 or 4 more armor class, because I do have these 4 armor class on the ring gorp. This one. Getting patched until the end of the year, so maybe don't switch now. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, it seems that the ship has set sail on me using Windows 7. Perhaps I should have held on to that OS for a while. Mm. You can get behind this character. Yeah, this is a pretty great character. It's obviously gonna go to YouTube. It's my first attempt at Armataur. I started it on Tuesday. I was gonna finish it yesterday, but I had some things to do and I wasn't able to get home in time to stream. So I am just gonna finish it today. I already have 3 runes, I think. Slime and the 2 layer branch runes. So I could just go into Sot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already have 3 runes. Uh-huh. Let's go to Sot. Do I have a trove? I think I do, but it asks me for like scrolls of blinking. Oh, Horn of Herion. Good thing that I remembered because when I found that I said that the most difficult part when it came to those kinds of tropes was to remember that you have to go out of your way to get the item. So I just got remembered that or I just remembered that I had to get the item. So let's go to the vestibule of hell. Mm. Hello, Herion. I don't assume that I can persuade you to go upstairs, because your specialty is not to do that. Mm. Oh, perhaps oh, wow, how much damage am I doing to Herion? That was, that was a lot of damage. I do like the idea of rolling and just like doing all the combo on Herion. If I had gotten Might, I probably would have dealt significantly more damage there. Because all of those extra attacks are affected by might. Anyway, I'm destroying Herion. Like, look at that. That's just incredible. Anyway, I got what I came here for, so I can just get out now. I don't particularly care about dealing with the rest of these guys. I could. In fact, I have might. Might as well just get the job done, get as much value from my potion of might as I can. Yeah, rolling into things with this character is like just instantly killing them, pretty much. They explode. What is the class? It's fighter. I decided to go for something very vanilla-y, didn't want to try anything too fancy. After all, it is a simple species, right? No need to do anything too special when it comes to a simple species. Um, Perhaps some kind of hybrid could work. Maybe what is this thing called? Reaver. Yeah, maybe Reaver. Armataur Reaver is not the worst thing ever. I don't particularly care about it, however. I got slowed. How? Oh, freezing rate. Blink? Whew, terrible blink. Scroll of blinking, I suppose. Scroll blinking again. Yeah, perhaps I shouldn't have fought outside of the stairs. How much? Oh, I am. Ah, yes, of course. I keep forgetting that I am. That I have like slow reading. Yeah, but I also have double potions, so I can just drink a potion here and heal quite a lot, or not. Okay, let's try again. Not bad. Let's go upstairs now. Whew. Whew, whew. That was a lot of damage. Very close call there. I didn't think that I was gonna have that many issues. Interesting. Interesting. Lots of damage. I think we're fine, however. Yeah, I think we're fine to kill these guys. That was crazy. Or perhaps not. But that's what I have the potions of heal wounds for. Like, they actually... It's crazy how good they are. Oh, why am I dying? Huh. It's crazy. Like, they're hitting me really, really hard, you know? I don't get why I'm... Oh, it's probably because of the 12 corrosion. Well, yeah. I wish that corrosion wasn't as bad as it is, but it certainly is. Cancellation? I mean, at this point, it's probably cheaper than waiting it out, the corrosion. That was bad. But now that I don't have corrosion, I can actually function as a character. Oof, that was close. Good night. Good night, Bloodknock. I appreciate you stopping by and telling me about your old keyboard. I want one of those. Perhaps one day I'll be able to use one of those. Mm. Hello, Valamor. Thank you for stopping by. Good to see you around. Do you play Crawl by any chance? Like, out of curiosity? Um, that was something that I am not particularly proud of, like that particular situation there. I used a lot of resources and I forgot the gimmick of the species. So, like, the thing that I said earlier, where, like, I'm most likely to kill the character shortly after starting the stream, almost came through there. Um, I ended up using a lot of resources there that I probably shouldn't have had I played that better. My bad. But at least I survived, so that's what counts. Um, you do play
My
Crawl? That's
wife
nice.
still doesn't believe in me.
Balamor, thank you for the Prime subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Mm, yeah, this game is great. Have you tried anything, or have you tried Armataur? Out of curiosity, this is my first Armataur game, and it's going extremely well. It couldn't be going any better if I tried. It's astonishing how good it's been so far. Perhaps I should get more armor as well as fighting. I probably should get 27 armor actually because it's faster, significantly faster to train that compared to fighting. Let's go for the trophy. So I kind of want to drop stuff, but I also don't want to drop stuff because it will be eaten. That's a bad thing. You won an Armataur 2 days ago. It was your first one as well. Mine hasn't been like it's just gotten blessed by really strong loot. That's what I can tell you. It's not because the species is broken or anything. But I'm glad to see that it is, or it appears to be at least significantly better um, than Panentonga ever was. Oh no, they're eating my stuff. Oh, that's just evil. No, dude, my scroll blinking. Okay, what do we have here? I mean, there's a scroll of teleport, but like, do I care? I don't care about these things. I would rather go for the other one. It's a shame. Yeah, they ate the most important item that was in here, which was the scroll blinking. Wow, that's just evil from Jiva. Like, Jiva saw me enjoying some loot and said, no, you're not gonna enjoy this loot. You're just gonna get the manual fighting, which I guess it's okay. Like, I wouldn't say that it was free to get that because at the end of the day I got too overconfident and I ended up using a lot of scrolls of blinking and a lot of potions of heal wounds that I probably shouldn't have used. And but I did get something out of it, like something that made it all worth it. The manual fighting is gonna be a big deal. It will probably get me to 27 eventually. So I can see myself winning with 27 fighting, 27 armor. Do I want to do Bolt 5? I think that I could just do Sot and win the game with this character, not gonna lie. I would have liked to eventually get a Potion of Experience because of the whole gimmick of the Armataur where they get double Potion of Experience. That sounds pretty nice, but it's completely unnecessary. Man, look at that. That was disgusting. Jeez, did you see that? That was something else. Like actually insane. Draconian bans can be difficult. In fact, I feel like the average character that I get to sort has issues dealing with Draconian bans. This one just like held down tab and it killed everything. A part of it has to do with Jiva, part of it has to do with the gear that I have, and part of it has to do with Armataur, I suppose. The rolling did help a lot for mulching down these guys. Also, I guess the fact that I'm using a weapon of speed makes me able to sometimes kill people and then like get a little bit of ground on the monsters. Get one tile on the monster so I can just roll at the next one, rinse and repeat. Mm. Oh, the Sun Dragon will absolutely step on that. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll choose to kill the jelly. Huh. Those jellies can sometimes be pretty useful. So I don't know, like, oh, Orb of Fire, hold on. Orb of Fire. Might sounds okay. Due to the nature of the Armataur, I think that using potions of like normally I would like to save them from like for like SOT 5, right? But I think that Armataur is not really gonna have that issue where I have to use them multiple times per fight due to their gimmick of the potions lasting for twice as long. Um, yeah, that sounds pretty good. Like if there was something like Armator or like an item that made the buffs last for twice as long that every character could use, I would like sorry. I would like to use it on a mage, yes. Because mages get access to brilliance or like get a lot of value out of brilliance to be more precise. Mm. And whenever I try to do SOT 5 when I get marked as a mage, I do tend to use multiples of potions of brilliance and potions of mana. You have hooves in place of feet. No barding. Oh yeah, that's probably a good reason to go and do Bolt 5 to try to get a barding. I had kind of forgotten about that. That's part of the reason why my character doesn't really have as much armor class as you would otherwise think it would. I am using gold scales, but they're +0, and I could enchant them to +6 for 37 armor class, but I don't think it's that necessary. Anyway, I should probably go do Bolt 5. Let's see what we get from it. I'm a Jiva worshipper, so slime. For the in terms of loot, I've already gotten everything that there is to get in slime. Okay, let's see what we have here. This shouldn't be so difficult. I don't know where I landed. I'm a fan of not using magic mapping in SOT 5 or like in Bolts 5. Oh, is that the rune? Very quick rune. Not that it matters, because it only is relevant whenever you're in a tournament. And there's a tournament banner that you can only get if you get the Bolts 5 rune really quickly. I sometimes get that in tournaments. I don't think I got it this time. It can be kind of difficult to get every now and then. That's a lot of monsters. Mm, hmm. Shh. Look at this. Like, it actually is doing pretty well. I'm kind of dying, but I'm also doing pretty well at the same time. If that makes sense. Like, I'm just killing a lot of things that I don't think I should be killing. 13 evocations. Did I just get one explosion from the Tin of Termerstones with 13 evocations? That seems strange. Unless the item was recently reworked into being weaker. But I hope not. Evocations skill increases the number of explosions. So I just got a pretty bad roll or something. Interesting. Perhaps it did get nerfed. Okay. Can I use Lightning Rod to kill the Demonologist? I think so. Let's give that a try. Okay, kill the Demonologist. Once again, I'm taking a lot of damage, but I have heal wounds, so it's fine. It's a very strange thing to actually like have heal wounds and have it function as a way to restore HP at this late stage of the game. Normally, it would not be like that by any means. Normally, it would be what you would drink while you're waiting for your teleport to save you. But with this character, with this species, you can actually use it for that purpose. It was a mimic. All right. That makes me glad that I was not in the tournament. Otherwise, that would have been disappointing. I'm rather low on HP. Not a big fan of my current levels of HP. But I can use what I have to deal with these guys. Yeah, that went fine. I would like to rest to full HP. I suspect that I am in the upper quadrant. I don't think that I am in the lower quadrant. Yes, in fact, I would say that right now I'm probably walking towards. Yep, exactly that. The gimmick of the Armataur, like the rampaging, can sometimes backfire. Like right there was kind of backfiring because I was accidentally walking towards monsters. Look at this ring. It's more interesting than this ring. Like I don't care about the two intelligence, or do I? I actually do, right? Because I'm casting blink, or rather, I have blink to cast, and I don't need the cold resistance. Um, or like I don't need the poison resistance to be more precise. I already have it. Mm, okay, I'm gonna use Usmancy here, which I didn't do earlier, but I anticipate a lot of monsters coming this way. Or maybe not, okay. Oh, it's kinda not the end of the world, but kind of annoying. I would have preferred to get more value out of my Oosmancy. Mm. Yeah, yesterday I was going through the character really quickly, because it was pretty strong. Right now, it's still pretty strong, but I'm probably like making some mistakes, lapses of judgment and stuff that I shouldn't be making. But it's fine. It obviously is the kind of character that can do Bolt 5 without it being extremely bad for it. Um, so yeah, I can just finish it without really that many complications. Mm, yeah, but this Armataur thing better than Palentonga. Um, better than Palentonga indeed. It fixes a lot of issues that I had with Palentonga. By just giving them better aptitudes. I wonder why like developers are sometimes so reluctant to having things actually have good aptitudes when it's just like an easy simple fix to directly make something stronger. Um, this thing has good HP, and good aptitudes, and a fun little gimmick that no other thing has. So I like it. I like the idea or the concept of this Armataur thing. Hopefully it will stay in the game as it is right now. I wouldn't like to see it nerfed. Mm. But considering how many people have been doing well with it, apparently, I wouldn't be surprised if it did get nerfed, because that's what tends to happen. Mm. How many heal wounds do I have? 6. Okay, so I went down to 3 heal wounds, I think. So I've been gaining back some of them. Not bad, not terrible. Hopefully I'll be able to get more loot from here. I don't want um, the jellies to eat everything. And I know the monsters, like the loot that the monsters will be carrying is not gonna be enough. Um, so in case you were wondering why I was carrying the anti-magic, it's because of dread leeches specifically, and ancient leeches I suppose as well. But dread leeches are the most important thing that I would like to prevent from casting stuff because they can summon greater demons. I'm still gonna use it against ancient leeches because crystal spear is also a pretty bad thing to be in the receiving end of. But boy, take a look at this. Oh, Menas. I can deal with you. I am not so afraid of Menas. I have Usmancy. Gonna use it. Gonna wait for Menas to get slightly closer. Use Condenser Bane. Wait for Menas to get slightly closer. And I don't need to use any more God abilities to deal with Menas. Menas is heavily wounded. We can just continue tabbing, and eventually, very soon, Menas will die. Menas is asphyxiated. I've been missing a lot, and also Menas has a tower shield, so meleeing Menas to death is not really that much of a feasible thing to do. But stalling Menas while Menas dies from damage over time that cannot be blocked or dodged is certainly quite possible, and that's precisely what I just did. And not a lot of characters can afford to go like face to face versus Menas. But this is the kind of character that can absolutely do it. Oh wow, that Joker Captain has Damnation, so that's kind of dangerous for me. Um, the slurping has begun, not treasure remains. Yeah, the slurping is like omnipresent. I went into a treasure trove and I had the jellies slurp half of the treasure trove. Like as soon as I entered, I started losing items, and I lost scroll blinking. That felt bad. Yeah, look at that. So quickly the jellies eat stuff. So yeah, Damnation would have been nice on a different character. I'm a big fan of Damnation. Even its current nerfed incarnation is still quite strong. So yeah, I think that the jellies already ate everything that there was to eat in this level. It's fine. I went in here hoping to find a barding, but it just didn't happen. Bardiches, bardiche, lots of bardiche, or bardiches, or whatever, however you're supposed to pronounce it. Mm, okay, we're almost done here. I wonder if there's gonna be any loot remaining in this specific quadrant. There's some embroidered boots, but those are not relevant to me. Do jellies only eat items that I can make use of? Huh. Because what's up with this quadrant only having one item, or did the monsters just like get to it before I did and they grabbed everything? No idea what happened there. That quadrant was pretty empty, you know. All right, I lost a little bit of strength. That's a shame. Um, Pseudopods, massive pseudopods. Slap your foes when launching melee attacks. Um, That's fine. Yeah, this is actually not an issue because I already have the form body. I don't think it further decreases the amount of armor class that I get from my stuff. Mm, done exploring. So we're done so. Um, Hopefully we will find the barding in Sot or so. Or park it. Should I just like give up and enchant my gold scales that I have? Um, I held on to +6 scale mail for a very long time with this character, so I don't particularly mind running around with 33 armor class, but I feel like I should just enchant them right now. Oh, I accidentally went to D3, but I think it's not a terrible thing to do. There was a Ring of Evasion and Grinder in here, apparently. And a Ring of Heal Wounds. Oh, a Potion of Heal Wounds. You know why that's significant? Because it was on D3, and my first Potion of Heal Wounds I used in Bolts 4. So yeah, if I had been able to explore this D3, I would have been able to have access to Heal Wounds earlier. Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, I was able to make it that far, so whatever. Perhaps there's a barding here? Probably, if there was a barding here, the jellies already ate it. Let's go to Sot. Bardings are not essential. Not essential. Okay, one more floor. And if Parkit is not here, I'm gonna enchant my stuff. Okay, careful with the Killer Clown. I don't want to get turned into a bat while fighting berserkers. Silence doesn't do anything. Not for this character. This character's pressing tab. Alrighty. I have a lot of HP, 250. About to max armor too. I haven't really noticed a lot of effect of armor on this character, but I'm still gonna max it regardless. You know what maxing armor means? It would mean that if I found a barding miraculously, I would go up to like 40 plus armor class, like instantly, just from putting on a +0 barding, let alone enchanting it. Yeah, I tend to greatly underestimate all these body slot mutations and auxiliary attack mutations, but I feel like with this character they're actually really, really strong. Just because of the sheer amount of them that I have, I assume that they all scale off of strength too, which I have a fair amount of. Not to mention that I also have a really, really fast weapon, which is helping me with the purpose of having them trigger. Okay, that's fine. Dropped a little bit on HP, kind of worrisome. Mm, oh, you can still cast while engulfed. You know what? I have a great mace of anti-magic for that. 27 armor. Okay, so if I was to die with the invulnerable title, that's eternal shame. So try not to die with the invulnerable title. Um, I've died with the invulnerable title before, only once, however. I tend to not have that happen, of course. Mm, I did say that that was it and I should enchant the gold scales, so I'm just gonna do it now. After I kill this curse though, that is. There we go. Easy kill on the curse though. 7 scrolls when it's enchant armor. It's fine. Where else am I gonna put them on anyway? Alright. This is where I find Parkit. Now that I have used my scrolls of enchant armor, I'm going to inevitably find Parkit. It is an unavoidable fact of life. Hi Sigmund, bye Sigmund. Also, hi Spin Dart. Thank you for stopping by. Good to see you around. Have you tried this new species, Armataur? It's pretty cool. Um, they are armadillo centaurs. So like, it's reworked Palentonga pretty much. Palentonga was not played because it was not good, but Armataur is good, so people are actually gonna play this one. I can guarantee it. Mm, you've been playing Brotato. I've seen Brotato only very slightly. It's not something that appeals to me that much. It's like a Vampire Survivors like, right? I think that I have had more than enough of Vampire Survivor likes with the one Vampire Survivors. Yeah, it kind of doesn't appeal to me that much. I don't know why that one was the exception. Interesting color for the wall. Is this gonna be like some kind of Jiva bolt or so? Let's take a look at this. I'm curious. Oh, I guess I won't be taking a look at it then. Like that, but higher skill cap difficulty. Interesting. Um, I still think I'm good. When it comes to my games that I'm playing right now, obviously there's like Infinity Wars. I think I might even get back to Magic Online to play some Pauper because the Pauper scene in Mexico City is getting revitalized. Revitalized? You know what I meant. It's gaining back some life, so it is a good idea for me to start practicing Pauper again, so I can play in events and stuff. How is this guy not dying? I don't know what that is, but how is it not dying? It's stood on that forever. Okay, which one of these is Tiamat? Oh, I have blinking myself. Okay, let's try that. Getting surrounded by Tiamat, not the safest thing to do. Immolation, enough tremor stones, explosions happen. Tiamat, inner flame, lightly drained. Lightly drained won't really get the job done. Why does she have a demon trident, however? She normally has a Verdish. Huh, interesting. Mm, I can deal with her and all the bodies, but I would like to be at full HP. Phew. Yeah, this shifter is ruining everything for everyone. It is absolutely ruining everything for everyone. You know what? I'm gonna play it safe, and I'm gonna just roll or like blink away. Away from the line of sight of the shifter, important to prevent it from just doing that again. This would be where I would use Fogu, but I don't have that. I think using Fear fears everything except the Amat, which is pretty good. Still taking some damage, however. I can probably go for a heal wounds here. Yeah. For this character, heal wounds is actually like a legit thing to do. Man, even imagine if heal wounds did this for every character. It would be a significantly more interesting and valuable item. By extension, it would have to be rarer, but it is definitely nice to have a couple of heal wounds on Armataur, precisely for situations like these. What are the special properties of Armataur? They have the scales and the deformed body and the tail, and they roll, but they don't roll like Parentonga did with an active ability. They have rampaging, um, and they also get double potion effects, but they have bloody vision, except that it's not really bloody vision. Um, Bloody Vision was way worse than this mutation. I've been using this mutation and it's not nearly as bad as Bloody Vision ever was. Um, so yeah, they're pretty good. I would say that overall they're pretty good. Mm. Does potion effect work with potion petition? I would assume no. I haven't tried it. I don't want the draconian shifter to put dudes next to me again, because that would be a pretty bad thing for me. Oh, look at that. Rendered globes. And a bunch of peaceful dudes. I'll grab that. I wonder if there was a ghost in there that died. Because... perhaps I should open the gates. And just like let all of these guys fight Tiamat. That doesn't seem like the worst idea ever. Yes, okay, that actually seems like a rather good idea. Pair of gloves of true grit, 3 slaying and willpower. Yes, I'll take the 1 armor class loss for that. How's Tiamat doing? Moderately wounded. Okay, you know what? I can deal with Tiamat, but I need to be at full HP to do that. Or I could just Slimify Tiamat. That's a smart thing to do, Slimify Tiamat, instead of beating Tiamat in melee. Oh, Tiamat is getting kinda destroyed by these guys. It was the correct thing to do. What I did by like opening this. Yeah, I'm taking damage. Tiamat dies. The cloak will not be eaten. The dragon skin cloak, so I'll just be able to put that on. It's a non-trivial amount of armor class gained. The dragon skin cloak. Crazy how opening that actually got the job done. Such a funny thing to do. I'm okay with this, because other than for Orbs of Fire, I'm okay with this. And I can then do this, drop this. Now I have a little bit of slaying, and a little bit of resistance to negative. The willpower doesn't really matter. I have a lot of willpower. This species gets 3 willpower per level up, but still. Alrighty. I'm gonna let the jellies eat those items that I dropped. I'm not really gonna use them anymore. Alrighty. After I get to 27 fighting, I think that I would perhaps train a little bit of dodging. I didn't really want to do it because of the whole like very little dexterity thing that these guys have. They get really good strength, pretty decent intelligence, like respectable intelligence, but they don't get good dexterity. So I would assume that these guys are pretty good as Cinder Acolytes, based on that alone. Like Cinder Acolyte is the same, so you're not like fighting the tide by trying to get good dexterity when your background makes you not have good dexterity. It was interesting to fight the Amat there and actually be able to beat her. But I beat her in an unorthodox way. I just like opened the gates and let all those jellies beat Tiamat. So now you know that between Tiamat and a jelly band, the jelly band is likely to win if it's like full of high level jellies. There's definitely strength in numbers in this game. Mm. After this character, I don't know what I would like to play. I want to try the Manifold Assault nerf. I've been intending to try the Manifold Assault nerf ever since it happened, but I haven't really. Like, I have not had the kind of character that I would like to use Manifold Assault on. And my attempts to force it haven't really gone well. I can just have these guys down, right? Yes, I can. Alrighty. Okay, lost a little bit of auxiliary attacks. It's fine. Mm. And I gained magic mapping, which doesn't really do anything. This character is truly insane. I just wish that I had found a bit more enchant weapon. That is almost impossible to actually get, of course, being a Jiva worshipper. Should be grateful that I have Scrolls of Blinking at all. Okay, SOT 5. Final level of the game. I didn't have to do Bolts 5, but I still did it, and it went fine. Been getting lots of teleports and lots of blinking. I wonder what's inside there. A rendered ring, very unlikely to be better than what I currently have, so I don't think I'm gonna bother with it. Double effects don't work with static effects like haste and berserk in 3. No, they do. Like your haste from Potion of Haste lasts longer, and the Potion of 3 lasts longer, and the Berserk lasts longer. Everything lasts longer. That's how it works. Including Might and stuff also lasts longer. Potion of Resistance lasts longer. The potion effects, like they heal you more, they last longer. Even Potion of Experience is like you drinking 2 potions of experience. It's insane. I, of course, didn't find any potions of experience this game, and funnily enough, my first potion of heal wounds with this character was in Bolts 4. That's the first time I drank a potion of heal wounds with this character. I'm gonna let me drink Might, let me drink Resistance. Let's drink Haste too. Gita Berserk. I have a ton of haste. Okay, pretty good indeed. It's nice that I got marked. I have another mark trap right there for the purposes of dealing with these guys. I also have Oozmancy. Perhaps I should put it to use. Oozmancy right here. Oof. Tentacle Monstrosity flanking me is kinda worrisome. I'm okay with it. Okay, I am destroying these orbs of fire. Like I actually deal so much damage to them. Can I get some acid? Okay, freezing vapor is nice. It's not that impactful because the orbs of fire are just gonna get rid of it, but it is okay. So that's 2 out of 4 orbs of fire. We are fine. Does anyone ever enter a treasure room once they got to SOT? Like one of these ones? Probably. Depending on what you're doing, it might not be a terrible thing to do. Especially if you're gonna be going for extended. Man, look! Did you see how that went? I destroyed 4 orbs of fire. I'm at full HP. Well, not really full HP, but like no malmutations or anything. I just destroyed these orbs of fire like they were nothing. And I'm still like buffed from the potions, of course. Oh, my extra speed is starting to run out. Yep. I still have the might and the resistance, so it's okay. Lost the Oozmancy, it's fine. Taking advantage of the rolling. I think that the Palentonga rolling makes it, or like not Palentonga rolling, this roll makes them deal more damage, but I'm not so sure about that. Not 100% sure. Okay, a bit and I'm fine when it comes to that Berserker. It's at very low HP. Shouldn't have to worry about it. Okay, my silence will last longer. It's fine. Wow, the Dreadlich just like straight up exploded. 2 hits. Oh boy, why did I ever bother like training shields with this character? The plus shields aptitude is bait. It is new player bait. Don't train shields with these guys. I think is the way to go. Two-handed weapon, only level strength, never level dexterity or anything else is probably how you win these guys. I'm gonna go for invisibility here because I can. Whoa, do you have distortion? You do, okay. Alright, this is not looking so hot. I don't like that I have a large amount of killer clowns to deal with, and I'm still silenced, so I cannot really teleport or anything. Wow, like they're just like throwing silent spies at me left and right. It's probably for the best that they're doing that and they're not throwing bad pies at me, because those ones are the ones that get people killed. Silence is also kind of bad if you feel like disengaging, but it's not as bad as just getting turned into a bat and then dying. Um, anyway, lots of killer clowns. Okay, that's one down. I got berserked. Do you have chaos? Okay, that explains why. That explains why I got circed. Now, getting bat formed there would have been pretty bad. That's why I tried to kill the killer clown first. So many clowns. They're pretty scary. Vertigo. Oh, from a pie. Yeah, these pies are getting kind of ridiculous. Okay, Mr. Clown, I'm gonna curate you. You feel light-headed every time it happens. Um, oh, I lost a lot of evasion from the vertigo. Yeah, from the vertigo. That can easily spiral out of control. Like the vertigo, constantly making you lose evasion, so you just get hit by more pies that give you more vertigo. Rinse and repeat. I will haste here again. I have a lot of haste after all. There's no point in not hasting. Um, Also might. I don't have that much might, but still, it's probably for the best that I might here. Just to end this faster. The whole circus. Yes, the whole circus. All of the killer clowns from outer space. Okay, I'm gonna jump into this again. This time of my own volition. So I've gotten marked 3 times already in here, and this is the first time that I've gotten marked because I want to get marked. But I think we're done. Yeah, this is looking like we're done. The haze doesn't really last that long, but the might, well, you've seen how I've had might for quite a while. Panentonga, or like not Panentonga, Armataur. So nice, much better than Panentonga. I liked Panentonga, but it was never that great. And we're done. We're pretty much done here. You know what would be funny? If jellies could eat the orb of Sod. By funny, it would be greatly infuriating, but fortunately they can't. Okay, let's pick this up. Yes. Let's go here. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have to rely on this to save me. Go D0. So far, a pretty good shot. Okay. I probably shouldn't do that. I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, we just destroyed that Hell Sentinel like it was nothing. But we're out of potions of might, so we might be in a bit of an issue if I feel like I want to might. However, it being the orb run, I don't think it will happen. It's not the kind of thing that you would like to do in the orb run very frequently. Another Hell Sentinel. Alright, that's fine. I mean, it's not so fine, but not dying at least. And I seem to be able to outdamage Hell Sentinels quite convincingly, having already happened twice. I can trust that the first time was not a fluke, nor it was a victory gotten by the Potion of Might. A Potion of Might on a weapon of speed is a pretty great thing, let me tell you. Because might just adds flat damage to your attacks. So if you're attacking really fast, then then you just get a lot of applications of that damage. Is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Not a terrible tower shield. If I was into using tower shields, I would be very happy to be using that. Now, when it comes to Crazy Youth, I want that Randart hammer. So I'm gonna Slimify you. You get to live as a jelly, as a slime creature. Look at that. Crazy Youth the slime creature. It was a +7 hammer. So now I will win with these two Randart hammers, which are extremely, extremely rare. It's not something that you get to see very frequently, Randart hammers, let alone two of them. But the rendered hammer that I got from Crazy Youth, like the one that was outside, was actually such a significant impact on my character. It seems that I didn't do the entirety of D2 and I hadn't noticed. What do you do? I don't want to mess with that guy, I have decided. I have a lot of blinking, so it's time to use it. Yeah, it is way less bad than the good old minus a scroll mutation or like Bloody Vision mutation. The way that it used to work was time passed and then you got the scrolls effects, which made it pretty tricky to survive situations where you had to blink. This one is so much better, so much more manageable, significantly less scary. Blink Bolt, high evasion, high evasion. That's gonna be complicated. I might need haste, not necessarily to fight this guy. Though more attacks do give me more chance to hit the guy, so haste, pretty good combat buff. Okay, Firestorm. I have a potion of resistance for this. I also can run for my life, in order to, survive the Firestorm. Survive the Firestorm Panlord. Gonna get rid of that guy because it has gap closer. I think I can beat it. Okay, let's try to beat it. Let's see how much I regret trying to kill the Firestorm Panlord. Very classical, very classic Firestorm Panlord with only Firestorm and nothing more than that. Also a lot of evasion. And it decides to go on its own terms. All right. I have Potion of Light, and let me just drink one of those. And we're out. I guess I can kill this Orb Guardian real quick. So I got 7.8 dodging, and of course I didn't really get a lot of evasion out of it. My armor class was excellent. From the very beginning, I had a pretty good amount of armor, thanks to that +6 scale mail with regen that I found. That item was such a big deal. Like between that item and the Randart hammer and the amulet of regen that I had, it was a pretty good character. And then I just upgraded into the amulet of vitality and the Lajatango speed. Well, I was using the anti-magic great mace as well. I went mace, anti-magic great mace, Lajatango speed. And getting the Lajatango was a pretty good decision, since after all I already had almost min delay on it, because Stapes and maces cross-train quite well. It was pretty nice. Pretty good indeed. Anyway, I think it's time for me to win this character, but let me inscribe this. inscribe this. tv/9 settler. And I have escaped. Pretty nice. Pretty good indeed. So I won my first Armataur ever played. Not bad at all. Armataur fighter. Balamor, I see your score here. Monk, huh? How did that go? What god did you go for? I would probably like to try Cinderacolite Armataur. Sounds good. I could also go Jiva if I go Cinderacolite. Cinderacolite Ignis into Jiva is pretty good sequence of things to do with your Cinderacolytes. Just like go Jiva whenever you run out of Ignis juice.